Hi everyone, I'm Chadili Nabil again, and I'm going to show you now the output analyzer. So when do we use the output analyzer? So we use it to check if change in a parameter will affect the result of something. So to show you an example, I'm going to open an existing Arena model. It's an emergency room model, and the goal is to check whether adding a doctor to this emergency room will affect the session time for any patients. So here we see the session which is a record here, and it computes the time needed for a patient to get his service. So we have here the RFG now, and we are using the RF attribute to compute the interval, and the interval is saved until the session Charlie name. So we start. The problem here is that when we run this model and we see the results in the user specified window, we have only we have here the session, but we have only the average. We don't have individual results. So in order to get this individual results, we have to save to make a new statistic and save it in a different file. So to do this, we go in advanced process here, and we search for statistic here. So first we have to stop the model, and then we add a statistic. So we can name it anything. We can name it, for example, doctor. Doctors, we don't have to specify the number, and we have to let it Charlie, and the Charlie name should be the session time. It's the result we have to check, and the Charlie output file is where we want to put this file. So we can put it in desktop. I can put we can save it in doctors number 2. .dat. You have to put this DH. So we put OK. So first we have to check the decision time for when we have 2 doctors. So we have to check this. So we go in resources. We have here 3 receptionists, 3 doctors, and 2 nurses. So we check with 2 doctors first, and we save the results in the statistic in this file. So in order to create this file, we have to run this model. We see the results, and we should get a file containing the results. So it's this one. Unfortunately, we cannot open it with the block note. So we can only use it with the output analyzer. So let's start first by using it. So we go in Rockwell software, Arena, and output analyzer. So first thing, we have to open a new file, and we add to it the first data for when we have 2 doctors. So we have this data, and we have to add another file with the results when we have 3 doctors. So we have to change the number of doctors. So we close this. We change the number of doctors in resources. So go in resources, we stop the model first, and we change it to 3. So having changed this, we have to go in statistic again, and change the Charlie output file. We should not keep the same file, otherwise it will just overwrite it. So instead of using doctor number 2, we can use doctor number 3 .dat. So now we have finished, and we can use it in the output analyzer. So we'll go in desktop, but we don't have it because we have to run the model. Someone is calling, it's disturbing. So we have run this model. We should have the file now. So we have the doctor number 3, and we just add it in the output analyzer. So now we have the two files to compare. So we have to go in analyze menu here, and we compare the means. We compare if the session time, the time that is needed for a patient to obtain his service, will be affected by the number of doctors. So here we click add, we choose doctor number 2, and we put replication lamped, and same for doctor number 3, replication lamped. So we click OK, and we choose a confidence interval. We can insert one, or we just let it as it is. And we in this radio choice we use the 2 sample t-test. So we click OK, and here we have this window. So we have here some conclusions. So we have the session, the estimated difference, mean difference between 3 and 2 doctors, the standard deviation, the minimum value and the maximum value. And it says here reject H0 means are not equal at 0.05 confidence level of confidence. So we can see this here. You have the session with 2 doctors, and the session with the session with 2 doctors is here, and the session with 3 doctors is here. We see that the number of 2 doctors have in mean 109 minutes more session than a system with 3 doctors. So we see here in blue the confidence interval that we have chosen, and since these arrows are outside this range, the session is affected by the change in number of doctors. If these arrows were here, then we could not conclude that the session is affected by the number of doctors. So as usual, we can press the copy screen in the keyboard and put it in Word if we want to send it to anyone. And there is some other tools. We can use the histogram, for example, to plot the data for doctors, for 2 doctors or 3 doctors. So we choose here 2 doctors, we choose lamped, and we can click OK. So we have this diagram. It shows the cumulative distribution in here, and the distribution of the session over here. So we can read that and we can discover new graphs here. So that was it about the output analyzer. I hope you understood it, how it works, and you enjoyed it, and see you later for the process analyzer. Thank you.